Hello, hello, hello. This is Ruth
And Tom
from
from Ruth
Ruth
and
and Tom
Tom Philippine
Philippine.
Adventures. High
Good
five.
morning,
We did
Leah.
that right.
Leah Sanchez.
Leah,
Correct.
good morning. How you doing this morning? Welcome on Ruth and Tom Philippine Adventures. Hey, R, wipe this little lens right here. I think it's mine. You did? Good, thank you. It's just I look brighter today than I normally do. Ah, did it make it clear? I think it did. It did.
It's clean as a weasel.
Clean as a weasel. Clean as a whistle. So, how is everybody? Good morning, Mark Jones. How you doing this morning? Welcome on our live stream today. We're in Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Can you not tell? We're in
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Good morning, Kevin and Gemma. Good morning. How is everything with you? How's Gemma? How's she feeling? How is everybody? We're on Ruth and Tom Philippine Adventures. So, what is today about, darling?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you know what the topic is?
No.
Way to stay in touch with the thing. Well, let Mark Jones. Mark can tell you what the topic is. We don't know. Why is Philippines so fantastic? And why do we live here in the Philippines? And what makes it different than USA or Australia or UK or New Zealand?
It's cheaper here.
In Hawaii, it's clean as a weasel.
Jack Redman, good morning.
Good morning, Jack. How you doing this morning? Welcome, welcome. Yeah.
It's clean as a weasel.
Clean as a weasel. Exactly.
Kevin has.
Kevin has cheesecake. Man, I had my very first piece of cheesecake.
First time making.
First time making. No crack in the top. Cooked all the way through. Delicious, delicious. A cool lime cheesecake. Delicious. We had no whipped cream, but it's okay. It was delicious. We had a couple, enough to do a cheesecake. We had some cream cheese in the fridge, and Ruth wanted to make it, and it was so good. You can, it's like cheesecake. You don't eat so much of it, right? It's so rich and so filling and so.
But I don't like that lime.
You didn't.
Aye.
You didn't like it. You put that in
Sour.
America. Yeah, well, people like. Listen, you ever crave something salty? Okay, salty sweet, salty sour, sour cream and sweet. So sour sweet. People love sour and sweet at the same time. It enhances your taste. You just don't like it because it's a little sour. She doesn't like it. I think it's wonderful.
But first time making cheesecake, it's not crap.
Yeah.
Kanoy, good morning.
Morning, Kanoy. How you doing?
Good. I would order calamansi cheesecake.
That's exactly what that. That's exactly what it was. That's what it was. Calamansi. Good morning, Kanoy. How you doing? How is everything?
Lemon juice and lemon juice.
Good too. Yeah. If we can find, we're trying to find lemon. It's can't find lemon here.
I have in Valencia.
Joe and Jeannie.
Joe and Jeannie.
Good morning. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hopefully everybody's good. We're doing good here.
Don't taste me, Tap.
Yeah,
don't tease me, Tap.
Don't tease you. I won't tease you.
You always tease them with fit.
I know. Isn't that something?
Everybody's my guest. How about you guys?
We're good. We're good. Kanoy?
Awesome.
We're very good. In fact, we woke up this morning and
He's very good. He's full.
I'm full. I have my cheesecake.
He's full as a tick.
I'm full as a tick. Oh, my wife is good with these sayings today. I had cornflakes, and then after she said some of that cheesecake I made. Well, okay, I'm not gonna turn it down. So Joe and Jeannie is good as you can be. Yeah, sorry I'm missing a lot of the streams. I see you guys are on some streams that I'm missing. It's hard for me to have consistent internet. For me to have this consistent internet, I'm really lucky. Sometimes, as you know, did you make the crumb crush? You did.
Yeah.
She did. In fact, hand me that. What's left of that? This is what's left out of our piece now. Crumb crust. You know, what is graham crackers, right?
Yeah, graham.
Graham cracker crust, baked, and then with I guess butter and things, and then of course the cream cheese. with I'm sorry, lime.
Hello,
Really good.
JG.
JGBK,
Howdy, Scoot.
howdy Scoot. I bet you're tired of having a 7-hour, 8-hour live stream. Ruth said you were on, you and James and JG and Trader Jack, Trader Joe, Trader
Who's that?
Second Born. I teased the Second Born.
I always call him Secondborn. That's the one. That's the name that I always.
That's all I know, and I'm
Remember
always going to
him.
call him Second Born. I don't know all these names. You change it all the time. Yeah. Yeah, and then I was looking at. I didn't even realize. I knew it, but I didn't know it. Big E changed his channel to Dr. Love. I didn't even realize that, and I don't know. He changed it, I guess, back a few weeks ago. So I saw that, and I wasn't able to go on his either. What it is, I'll go on,
Whoop,
and
whoop.
it just spins.
Maureen,
I
good
can't go on.
morning.
Marie Michelle,
And Christian.
Christian, I saw it. Good morning. I was in Scoots. Oh, undercover. Ah, there you go.
Oh.
You were undercover. I heard Jeb James and him arguing or having a discussion when I was shaving this morning and combing my hair and brushing my teeth. So I could hear them discussing things about the economy this morning in the background. JG, I sent that email off. We will take care of that today, my good friend, Mr. JGBK. Christian, thank you so much.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Mr. Christian Martinson. I haven't seen. I was wondering how you were doing. I haven't seen you in a while. I was wondering how you were doing and how's everything with you and how's Giggly Girl doing. Ruth and I were at took a nap yesterday, or I did. Well, she's making a cake. You made a cake and then made a birthday cake for someone here locally.
Hello, Katie.
Hello Kitty cake. Yeah. Hello Kitty.
Mark King, good morning.
Mark King. Good morning, Mark King. Michael and Heidi.
Woo! All I saw is cheesecake.
If you turn around and look at RR, she is eating what's left of hers or her mommy's. I don't know. Her cheesecake.
Oh, JG.
Ah, JG.
Thanks. Thank you, JG.
Thank you, JG. Thank you, JG. It's nice of JG, huh?
Yeah.
Who is that? That's Scoop. Same color of his hair, right, Scoop?
I heard GB is good and love it. They played some songs.
Oh, they did? Awesome. Oh, they did? I missed it.
Hello, JG. Christian said hi, all.
Christian, good morning. Savage, Michael. Savage, Michael.
Savage, Michael.
How is Michael and Heidi doing? How is everything, Michael? Michael, I got your email. Sorry I didn't reply back.
Is still in U.S.?
Yeah, he's still in the U.S. And I heard
Arizona,
about that.
Right?
I don't know where Michael's at. But you know what, Michael? It's really horrible. Michael won't mind, I don't think. But people that are filing taxes, depending according to where they're filing from, some are going to get stimulus checks, some are not. And it's really horrible. So, Michael and Heidi, that's a horrible thing. I haven't received any notification that I'm even getting anything. I have not received anything yet. They say it's coming this week, so we'll see. Today's only Monday, and you know how things are. They relax over the weekend. Sure, chat about. Okay, good. I didn't want to go down that road. Sometimes you can file when depending on certain things, your taxes, things like that. Some are doing ITIN. Some say you cannot. Some say you can. Depends. I guess just depends on who, what, when, where, and how. Some are saying that you cannot do that. But anyway, if you're filing and you use it, if I remember right, Michael Hank they do live close to you, Mark. Yeah. The stimulus checks, they were denied from the stimulus check. So, Mr.
Thinking of someone else.
Michael. No, you're right, Mark King. Michael and Heidi. Heidi's still here. They were up in Canada for a while. But Michael, they lived over in Jinsan. Yeah, Heidi's in Jinsan. But stimulus checks were denied, and Mr. Michael was denied a stimulus check. So Go figure. Hardworking guy like that denied his stimulus check. Really disheartening. Really disheartening. Well, and because what? He's married to a Filipina. You know, it's sad. I don't know. It's not because of that. It's just because of way I guess taxes and things like that. Maybe Mike can explain it more in a comment here on exactly in
How's
detail.
your leg, Christian?
Yeah,
Is
how's your leg?
still paining?
I just some family stuff happening. My body's not so good and working a little. My wife happens to be giggly is okay. How are you both? Yeah, we're
And you
doing good.
don't know if some of SSI are not good.
Yes, some don't know if some SSI may not get them. Yeah, some of the SSI they're having a problem finding a lot of people, and what I mean by that is they're having a hard time finding where they're located and finding where they're at. Uncle Sam,
Good
hi,
morning, Uncle Sam.
how you doing, Uncle Sam?
Smash the town.
Hey, thank you, Uncle Sam. How you doing? Welcome on Miss Ruth's live stream. Ruth says, "What do I talk about today?" I said, "I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know. I don't know." Show.
It's about
She gets
chick.
she says, what do I say? I said I'll handle it. It's hard. It's hard doing live streams.
Maybe
Our,
next time I will bake a cake
yeah, our Mindoro
and
jury.
I will challenge Daddy Tam to decoration.
Oh, I can do that. You might be surprised on my decoration skills.
Yeah.
No, really, you might be surprised. Let me have a cake and give me access to the creams and things like that and decorations. Watch and see what I can do. You might be surprised.
But mommy will still advise Daddy
No,
No, will you
Daddy
let me
will.
do with no advice or with
No,
advice?
yeah, no.
No advice? You might be surprised. You know why? Ask me why.
Why?
Why? Why would you be surprised Daddy can do cakes?
Why? Because you made them before?
Yes, I was taught. I had to learn it. Legs and
Legs
shoulders.
or shoulder is not nice to my root and still has not found the fish oil.
Oh,
Today I will pick up the 2 bottle of fish oil I ordered from Shopee. Uh, 1 4.
yeah.
It's
1,400 pesos.
2 bottles.
2 bottles of delivered.
200 gel each bottle.
And I tell you what, I actually, guys, don't laugh. I can tell a big difference when I don't take fish oil. It's not like it's an energy pill or anything like that. It's not like it. I actually feel better. Don't know why. Maybe it's because the oil of the fish. I don't know. It's really good. It's good for me.
Mhm. How about her cakes?
Cakes. We
can
can promote her.
promote.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, algorithm loves the like button. Get with the program. Hey, you notice that, Gigi? Have you noticed this algorithm rhythm thing taking away views? How's your views going? Christian, I read yesterday that on YouTube, if you do a live stream like you did, they will not credit you the full hours. Only you get credit not the time you start the stream, but the credit from the people watching the stream. Say, for instance, you started at 7 and ends at 7, 12 hours, but you had nobody watch it, right? You get no credit. If you have one person on,
That's it.
that's it. You get 12 watch hours, but you don't get full 12. I did not know that.
Why?
I thought you counted from the time, like I opened the stream, it would count to the time I close it. No. It counts if a person is on watching. Live stream is just opening a door. If someone goes through the door and keeps going through the door, it counts as watch hours. When the door closes and there's no one watching till after it's done, you get your watch hours. But if the door is open and nobody's there to go through the door, you don't get no watch hours. So,
Weird.
yeah. So if somebody comes on there and stays for 10 seconds, they don't get counted. They stay on for 30, they get counted 30 seconds. But it counts as a view, and you get 30 seconds of watch time. That's it. So a lot of these people doing these live streams for hours and hours and hours and hours, that's what happens. Get time for actual. Mark Jones.
Do it. We will do. Like I will bake two cakes ready,
Okay.
then and frosting ready. Then I will just add color when it's.
So you gonna decorate one? I'm decorating one.
No,
No.
what I will post two
We're
photo
gonna do this live
of.
stream.
Yeah.
So I get to decorate live stream. Okay, I'll do that. You will not believe my decorating
Then
skills.
probably no one's gonna buy your cake.
Nobody buy mine.
I had 45 viewers. I got 5 only out of
You know what? That's amazing how that works, how that live stream works. I learned that yesterday, YouTube. And the algorithm, what it does, it picks it up as if you have that one person that watches it and it stays on for the 12 hours, you get 12 hours of watch time, but you don't get full value of the watch time itself. It's not like 12 times 720. You don't get 720, however that is, 720 minutes or 720 watch hours. You don't get that. You get like half or a third of that. They got to figure it out.
So there are.
Yes. So they're penalizing
penalizing
U.S. citizens to marry foreigners if you use the ITIN. And let me tell you something, Michael. I know of 2 other people that use the ITIN with their spouses. And I have reached out to them and not heard back from them. And to ask them same thing if they were denied the stimulus payment. That is ridiculous. You should have got the money. You're a hardworking man and you do your job every day, and yet they take that. Don't waste cake on that. Just give them a cardboard box to try. That's a good idea. Good idea.
Gigi said, my father took omega-3 fish oil for many years and sure it takes prescription that it's a lot of stronger than fish oil. I have no pain other than having cabin
You know,
fever.
that krill oil, and there's a lot of other ones. It's a lot better than what I take. And people are telling me you need to take this. I just stick to fish oil only because it's what I'm used to, and I'm okay with it. I'll be honest. When I take it, I have no pains. This hand, as you can see, it never goes straight. This hand, I fell and I hurt myself really bad. So I take fish oil, and I don't have any pain in my knees, joints, things like that.
And I observed that when you take fish oil, like
She takes it.
like you will not feel like tired.
Yeah.
Then when you had fever, you cannot feel like weak, like. Because I observed that when we run out of fish oil,
Yeah.
your body is like
Lethargic.
move like that.
Yeah,
You're always
lethargic.
sick
I don't know.
like that.
We
don't
could
know.
be making it up. What do they call that? False positive? I don't know what they call it. But anyway, I don't know. But I
It's
feel like
only
that.
the observation.
Yeah. Ruth, I will buy your favorite cake and you get to eat it, okay?
Okay. Tam, do you see beauty cracker frosting on store shop? Some of those are not bad. It's fit.
Ruth pinch Tom. Hold on, let me think about it. No. Yeah, there is Betty Crocker cake mixes here and Betty Crocker frostings. But they only have like chocolate. That's it. They don't have any other flavor, chocolate. Beautiful Behold.
Good
Who is that?
morning.
Is that Mr. Danny?
Yeah, it's Danny Stout.
Danny Stout. How's Mr.
It's
Danny?
Danny.
Hey, Danny and JG and Scoot. Guess what I did? I was looking yesterday at remember I was looking at these programs? I found a cool one. It's called that XSplit where Hillbilly in the Philippines told me to do. The thing's cool. StreamYard's cool. Streamlabs is cool. But I found this XSplit. It's kind of cool. It's really a gaming software. It's really what it is. Kind of cool though.
If I do a 3-hour LS, even I have 10 watching, I get bit only 0 minus 1 watch hour. When we have 12, 20 watching or something watching, I get 2 to 10
Waters
hours
from
and 3 hours LS.
Isn't that something?
Wasting na.
Yeah, it's wasting a lot of time. And two, it goes back to the same old story. If you base your streams and have a good base, it's like foundation in your house. You want to have a good foundation, right? So same thing about YouTube. You want to have a good foundation. It's like JG. He did a bunch of great ones where he walks around New York and all that stuff with the softy trucks and all that.
Mm.
Remember that? And he got a lot of views on those. Softy ice cream and this. And he got a lot of views on those. And I noticed that you got a good base. So if you stop live streaming, what are you going to talk about and how many views will you get? So if you stop live streaming, you don't have any videos, and you get monetized, then what do you talk about, right? And you're still getting 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 500 views. Tom?
Tom, can you tell why no one will buy your cake? It's because you will have it all the cake so that it would be none left to sell.
That's probably right. Yeah. Scoop. Scoop. Scoop.
Mr. B, good morning.
Mr. B, good morning.
And Steve D.
Steve D, good morning.
And David Boy's birth.
David, how you doing? Ottawa, Ontario. David B.
Canada.
Good morning.
Welcome. Chichi, can you deliver the cake?
Scoot, he's naughty. Isn't Scoot naughty?
And I have to file early for 2019 and required to take an ITI and for the immigration process for
That's okay.
Conflicting government.
He filed for the ITIN to file for his taxes for the visa process, and he still got denied a stimulus check because of the ITIN and being married to Filipina or the government process. Now that goes to show you, the guy works there, he lives there, he's an American citizen just as much as anybody else is, and he got denied. I was reading this morning, 100 million more checks are going to go out this week. 100 million more checks deposited and or checks. They can't find, I forget how many million it is of people throughout the United States because they don't have a bank account. They live on,
there's so many
cash.
Requirements.
Yeah, there's a lot of requirements. Always a lot of requirements. Listen, even when you get hired on a job, the requirements are unbelievable because you got to fill out this form for payroll, this form. You need a banking info for direct deposit. You need to have a social security number. You need to have this. You need to have that. An address. You had a phone. They want to know sometimes your mother's maiden name, your father's maiden name. They want to know all these things to get a job. And then once you get the job, you get paid minimum wage.
Then once you did not, what's that? Even one of the requirements you cannot.
Yeah, you miss one requirement. Yeah, it messes you up. Yeah.
Hello, Bibohol.
Mr. Danny, how you doing?
And Kit Richard, good morning. And Sis Ligaya.
Good morning,
Ligaya. Good morning.
Keith, good morning.
JJ, yeah, me too, Christian. On my live, regular videos seems better, lose less.
Yeah, and you know what? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Gigi, you did the 59, had 59 views on a video, and he gets cut down to 11 on his stream. That tells you a lot.
It's okay if they will deduct 510, but they will minus more than half.
Oh, sometimes 1,000.
And I remember
you lost 1,000 on one video. Yeah. It kind of disheartening. It's really disheartening to me. Kind of, hurts.
1.8, then it goes to 500.
Remember the 1.9?
Yeah.
1.946.
Yeah, almost okay, but the goes down to 640, I think.
It's 1.946 on one of her videos, and it went down. How much her cakes? She's not sold this cheesecake. To sell this cheesecake, it'd be quite expensive.
Favorite cake.
She could make them and sell them if Filipino taste it.
He said, "You want to buy and you let me eat."
Oh, I don't know.
450, 550, 650. Don't buy the big one. I cannot finish.
Hey, honey, we'll get you a little cake. How much are they? Yeah.
Beautiful behold.
Yeah, do a pipe tin full of whipped cream. You could do that.
In the face.
We're gonna find some whipped cream. How you make? You take cream and whip it. Make whipped cream, right? If we can't find butter now, guys. Out of butter.
I can make frosting by what's this? Powdered sugar, but I'm not using powdered sugar. I will use candied
Condensed milk.
It's shiny on your face.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go.
Little extra for RR.
Aw.
Thank you, Sir
Aw.
Christian.
How come R gets stuff? No, I'm kidding.
Thank you.
Thank you,
For the
Christian
super
Martinson. Thank you, sir.
Welcome,
We appreciate
beautiful
it.
ball.
Mr. B, how you do? Are you?
Greetings,
How is
Earthling.
prison?
Prison.
My prison is very well. My prison's doing good.
Greetings, Earthling. Welcome to the world, my world. I'm always denied any help because you have no kids, no diff, no good health. Other always, good health. Other always need it more than me. That's why I don't do charity. Away straight.
Yeah, one way street.
One way straight.
Ruth and I are really good about helping in need, but it can get disheartening sometimes. But for us, we take a look, and I always still give because of who I am personally. But I understand sometimes situations like where you don't want to or can't, or you can but don't want to. You know, krill oil is much better. Yeah, krill oil is better.
What's krill
Krill
oil?
oil, it's a krill, it's a fish, and the krill oil is better. So beautiful behold. Hey, Kanoy, Christian Martinson, JG,
Yeah.
Steve D. Good morning,
Steve
sir.
D.
David B. Good morning from Canada.
I emailed YouTube to the other day. Everything should be fixed soon.
Okay, JG.
I
Okay.
hope so. Ruth, this is enough for your favorite cake
Aww.
and bake it as well
Oh,
as you
Uncle
eat.
Sam.
Bake. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, Uncle Sam. It's very nice of you to do that, Uncle Sam. Very
That's
nice.
Thank
Very
you
nice.
so much.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah, Keith, you're right.
Longest made this China's ever made.
Honey badger is a horrible thing.
Yeah, they all mess up the world.
They mess up everything. They do. They really do. They mess up a lot of stuff. And the sad thing about it is, it makes it really tough. It does. It makes it really tough.
So we will do the cake challenge on Monday.
Okay, next Monday. Okay, we'll do a cake challenge on Ruth's live stream on Monday, and I will decorate a cake. And you want to decorate a cake? And compare or no?
No.
Daddy, how about
Just me.
you and me?
Well, how'd you get into this?
So that compared to yours. I want to do it too.
I love JG's Brooklyn Walkabout. Me too. Me too. But did you notice JG?
Daddy,
Bill
I love
Pratt,
teasing
good
him.
morning.
Bill Pratt. Bill Pratt. Bill Pratt.
Uh, Mr. B, different country for
Yeah.
me, but same problem. They're called as user pays, but
Yeah,
other use
and I pay, yeah.
Let's start say hi to Kivinash and Kit Richard and Uncle Sam.
Yeah, tomorrow JG is having a live stream, as you guys know. Don't forget to come on his live stream. Tomorrow it's going to
The
be
meet
meet
and
and greet live stream. Remember, our meet and greet scheduled today in Davao, so we can't make it. So we'll have a meet and greet on JG's live stream tomorrow. So guys, please don't forget to come on his stream.
Good morning, Sis Ligaya.
Sis
How
Ligaya.
are
So everybody
you?
visit
Hello,
that, please.
Ligaya. Hello, Christian. Funny, a lot of go university to work minimum wage.
Yeah.
Hi, Kevin Nash. Hello, Buhol. My cheesecake cost about 15 US to make.
Yeah. I don't know how much she
I don't
spent.
know how much I spent that last night for the what's that for the ingredients because cream cheese here is expensive.
Yeah, I don't know how much we paid for that two containers. We bought 3 or 4 of those when I was at the store. But you remember, I have to travel by bus, car, tricycle,
Yeah,
car, tricycle,
because
just to go
nothing's
there
down.
and then get back home as bus, car, tricycle. So to get home, just to carry that cheese, cream cheese and butter and. Russ Savage, good morning.
Good morning, and Gary C.
Gary C, good morning, Gary C. Russ, how's everything? Hopefully
Do
you
you
know.
have milk? If so, you can make butter then. Yeah, we have milk. I tried frosting from make heavy full milk to go make a frosting. Yeah, like whipped cream.
How did it work for
Takes
you?
so long.
Okay.
Had
That means it had
everyone
very little butter content or something in there, or however they not content of not butter but cream, right?
Yeah. Oh, honey badger is like everything China mixed don't last. But we saw in the news yesterday that the what's this? The one are get cleared from this honey badger. They get it again.
Yeah, they're sick again.
They sick again. Then how it will be end if it's like that?
Yeah. Whenever JG does this walkabout, I'm waiting to see if he gets mugged. Exactly. I was worried about the same thing. Aww.
Our entrance for
Aw.
cake challenge.
Okay.
So you both make cake.
Oh my.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kanoi. Thank you, Kanoi. I mean, I have to do with RR. Do I have to? How are the jailbirds? We're good. We got out of jail because there's no room in there no more. Honey badger.
Actually, Tam, we work about video was directly through the YouTube.
Oh, and I lost at least watt hours of views. There you go. They're saying that if you stream through StreamYard and Streamlabs and all the other streamers, that you do lose the views, is what they're saying, because you're going through that particular browser. What? See, how's it go? It's and if you use a VPN, you really lose them. But anyway, I can see that. So thank you, Kanoi. High five. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So much.
Thank you, Russ. How you doing, Mr. Russ? How's everything with you?
Next week, beautiful. I will walk in parks.
I may mug them. Yeah, you don't mess with Mr. JG. He is like a gazelle. Thank you again for the super chat. Thank you, Uncle Sam. Thank you for spending valuable time with us today.
For the super chat.
Thank you so much.
Last place, I worked one guy with 3 kids refused all increase and pay because he would lose benefits from government. He paid zero taxes and all his tax refunded and tricky for his kids. Free
So he
health
came
care,
out better by
dental
not
care.
getting the raises. I understand that. What raises? Gary C.
Gary C,
Thank you.
for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, Gary C. We appreciate it. It's very nice of you. Very, very, very nice. Very nice. Thank you. High five. Thank you, sir.
I said, I know how hard it's for a kid
Yeah.
lockdown.
Yeah.
Every time
True.
I had
True.
what's this
True.
cake order, I let her cut for me the words or the name and the numbers, and I will pay her for the day so that she have money
Yeah,
also.
she does.
And she's the one always open the gate for people coming there asking for
She opens the
prices
gate and she does
for
the pricing and or does all that stuff. And not only that, she collects the money, puts it in here, washes her hands, things like that.
If I win, I will give her $5 more.
Who's the judges?
Who's the
They are
judges?
the judges.
They're going to be the judges. All these guys.
Let me win.
Let you win? I ain't letting you win. I'm going to beat you.
Kristen,
sure?
I
Yeah.
second that. 10 is for Pat if RR's win.
She's over here smiling like
Then Tam gets to eat the cake.
amen. Hey, beautiful Danny, do you use VPN for Netflix and other streaming out of USA? I do not. It's best to use VPN to be honest with you. You get better. I get more connections when I use a VPN than when I don't. Get this. I can't get on some sites. I have to use a VPN because it will not let me gain access to the sites because they're blocked. I'm blocked. Get this. I go on Tropical Tim's last night, live stream. It says,
gone?
no. It says, this country has been blocked from your live stream. I go, in other words, you cannot, this live stream has been blocked from your country. And I couldn't go on Tropical Tim's last night. So should you make a better studio if they want people to use their stuff and third-party stuff? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly, JG, you're exactly right. They should make a better studio. They should make a better app. a better setup, and they don't have people don't have to use StreamYards and all these other things. Why don't they create their own? They're Google. They could create their own, or they could do where you split screens. You could do this, that. They could do a CNN if they wanted to, but yet they don't even try.
US can make that one because they have strong internet there.
Get this. I was on YouTube learning about streaming and all this stuff, and XSplit was listed, Streamlabs was listed, StreamYard was not listed. There was OBS softwares listed. In other words, there's like 10 or 15. You go on YouTube, check it out.
Was that Hillbilly? Hillbilly?
Hillbilly gave us XSplit, or told us to use XSplit. That thing is cool. GG, that thing is cool, man. I love it.
For the cake off.
For the cake off, Gary C. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
R is
Gary
the
C.
lead favorite.
Yeah, R is the lead favorite. Yeah, exactly. But I'm gonna beat her. Let me tell you something. This is one heck of a cake decorator. Yeah, I'm teasing. R always wins, but you know what? I will try to do my best. Let her do her best. Now you cannot copy me. If I do something, you can't copy me. You got to do it on your own. And
yeah,
you can't,
I will look at Mommy's equation of her cake so that I'll put them together.
You put them together. Let me tell you something. You can't copy mine though. If I do it, that means you got to stand over in the corner. I stand in the corner. You can't copy mine. Yeah.
But you can't peek on me.
I have to peek on yours though, so I can win. I get to peek. You cannot.
Why? Because you're taller?
Tease with it. Yeah, stuff. RR is the lead favorite. Michael and Heidi says, amen. She is. She is the lead favorite. I had a friend of mine asked me, I guess it was last week, said, what are you doing during this lockdown? I said, it seems like all I do is eating. We eat, sleep, eat, sleep, eat, sleep, eat, sleep, eat, sleep. I'm getting fat. Actually, I'm probably losing more weight now than I ever did because
it's good.
We're not eating a lot of junk. You know, I'm eating whatever she makes. I mean, yesterday we had chicken and rice. I had chicken and rice.
That's
a cup of rice and it was really good chicken. It was baked chicken that she had made, baked chicken. It was really good.
The World Series cake decoration honey badger edition.
Just wait to see RR.
That's the title.
Yeah, and we should put a timer on because our take all day. Timer. We're gonna put a timer on like an hour or
Time
something.
scale has to treat there and have a picture of it.
Yeah, right, right. Can you imagine me decorating the cake? Oh boy, I have decorated one, but it's been. I was in my 20s. It has been that long since I decorated cake. But it was a requirement to become a store manager in the chain I work for at Kroger's. To go in their manager program, you had to go 6 months in meat, 6 months in deli department, 6 months in the bakery department, 6 months in produce, and 6 months in the grocery department. And you had to do that for a period of time. But each time you went to eat a different department, you got a little raise. You got like 50 cents an hour raise. You learn
to learn how
the meat, how to cut box beef or non-box beef or swinging beef, which that's how I learned to cut meat. And then baking cakes and how they made them, which are already pre-made, and you just decorate them. How to fry chicken and make donuts and all that junk and be there at 3 in the morning, and I had to do that. And you start at the bottom. You start in as a janitor per se. It's not like you're there. But I tell you what, sure made good money doing it. Gave you expense account the whole 9 yards. But I did not mind the program because I just didn't have to stay in management and do any of that other junk. You know. Dennis Adams, how you doing?
Yeah. Mr. B said, I work through temperature service plenty of work.
Oh, yeah.
As we approach the point of having to pay income tax, we end our assignments and takes the rest of the year off, not going to pay for other wise choices.
Temp services, you know what? People would say, you need help, call temp services. And I have used a lot of temp services, and some were really, really good and had some good people working for them. And I hired many people through temp services. And because they take care of the payroll, they take care of everything. And all you do is pay them a flat fee, and they're responsible for their own people, being workman's comp, everything. And that is the best way to go. And hiring someone, you hire someone through temp services, and they take care of all the workman's comp, all the fees like that. So it was really a good thing for me at the time, especially starting a small business. It's the way to go. But yeah, I understand that. Been there, done that. I did that too. R.
I think big picture, let mom copy your cake, but make her pay you royalty for
Exactly.
each.
Now listen,
one
and we
day.
all know if she made the cake and I'm against her, I would not make it. I would be dust. I would be dust. She would be. I'm back and went and watched my bread. Look great. Awesome.
Great.
Awesome. My bread looks good.
Let him look
Uh-uh.
saying and doing it are different, two different things.
Yeah. Let him look RR seeing and doing it, two different things. Yeah, amen to that. Yeah, no, she's going to. RR, I'm going to be her. Yeah, I am. And you can't look at mine.
A British expat in the Philippines. Good morning.
British expat, how you doing?
Marlinda Saikosa
Hi.
from Japan.
Hi,
Welcome
Marlinda.
here.
Good morning from Japan. How you doing? Welcome, welcome.
Boiled
I have
grilled
idea.
chicken and dirty rice is favorite for me.
Boiled chicken and dirty rice. Hey, that's really good. We had boiled chicken, baked chicken yesterday. Really good. Ruth had put her own recipe to it. Really delicious. I ate 4 pieces of chicken and a little rice and
I
it was
just
set.
put some spices what available in the kitchen, like mix together.
It's really good. I enjoyed it.
It's crunchy.
It's crunchy and good, delicious, you know. Yeah, thumbs up, everybody. 21 in the house. Please give us a thumbs up if you don't mind. Everybody hit the like button. Thumbs. We love it. Hello, JGBK. How are you?
How are you doing?
We're doing real good.
Good. How's there in Japan?
How's Japan? Marlinda? Hi, British expat. How you doing, my friend? How's everything with you? Surviving the lockdown. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in JG. So, did you have to work today? And if you did, you went on Scoot's live stream. Scoot didn't have to work today. I think he's working nights. Scoot's probably sleeping now.
He's tired now.
He's got to be tired. I mean, I went to bed. Ruth said, "Hey, Scoot's on," and we went to bed. What time? 11.
It's because
30?
we watched the movie.
We're watching
last
movies
night.
again. We got hooked on that. What's that thing called? Lock?
The Key Lock.
The Key Lock show, whatever it is.
It's
And
series. So
a series, and now we're on episode 7 or 6 or something. And we got hooked on that show, and about these kids and the keys in the house, and they go around and they get the keys whispered to them, and then they go around and open it up. So it's Netflix or whatever. It's got us hooked on that, and we've been watching that. I've been kind of doing that, and then the rest stuff just YouTube. I've been learning about these watch hours and how that's working, reading up where I can find. You know what? YouTube does not really give a lot of information. They say they give you a lot of help. You can't find out anything about anything with them unless somebody works there and not answering my question. That's only answering a piece of it. Now they're probably gonna get mad at me for saying, but all my live streams when they're done don't get published.
You will not publish at 13
Hours, 14
like
hours next day. I think Chi Taurus, some other people are having the same problem. So we get done with a live stream. My live stream from yesterday is still not published. If it is, it's barely being shown. It's not being shown out there. In other words, it says you cannot do. In other words, I can't do anything to the stream to make it better.
Sonar they will
Tags, I can't add any tags.
right?
I can't do any of that.
They
Huh?
will remove. Maybe the Sonar they will remove the live stream. I think.
I don't know what's
they
going on.
remove
It's
all
weird.
the settings here that you can go on that
Yeah, they move a lot of stuff. Removing a lot of stuff.
channel, right?
Yeah, you can't go on streams. It seems like live streams is descending instead of ascending. Descending instead of ascending. In other words, it seems like to be decreasing. No, people are doing, but I'm talking about YouTube. It seems like to me they're trying to get away from live streaming because they're not giving anybody any help. Let me put it that way. They're just not helping people. Some here, JG, waiting for the government to lift the quarantine soon. British expat. Yeah. How's your boat? No, it's not. He's not the one doing the boat, right?
No Sunday, no work.
Went to supermarket.
50 people waiting outside with masks socially distance.
Yeah. You know what? You got to get out of the house. Keep safe. Thank you, Marlinda. You're right. And you know, that's the thing. JG is saying you're right about that, Tom. Information should be easily searchable, but it's like pulling teeth. Exactly. It's like, well, give me a 10-page document and I'll read it. But don't give me one paragraph to say learning about watt hours. Are you kidding me? Or watch hours. Not watt hours, watch hours. Why can't we find that out? Why can't we find out if someone's watching a view and they watch it for 30 seconds or longer, you get the count of that. Other than that, they don't tell you anything past that point. Uncle Sam, Ruth and Tom, there you go. Yeah, waiting for this to be lifted to get into the Philippines. I know you can't wait to come back to see Mama. And I tell you what, you're going to hug her till the cows come home. And I know you're going to keep hugging her, hugging her,
Mama
hugging
will
her.
stay there.
Stay where?
In
She's not even there.
In
She's not
Canada,
there.
right?
No, she's home. She's
I
back.
thought she will stay there long.
No. They're here. She's back home. He's wanting to come back home. She went up to Canada for vacation. They went up there to meet in Canada instead of him coming all the way here. He lives and works in U.S. and she came to Canada to visit, and they went there to visit and be with each other. And then she came back home, and he went back to work. So that's what happened.
Yeah, because she's a teacher, right?
Yeah. I don't know what that is. Yeah, she's a teacher. Yeah, I know, and I know you can't wait to come back. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to get to the Philippines before she comes to U.S., of course. And you want to see her and stay with her and this, that, and other. And all of this stuff is put a quietus now on all the visas. So how backed up are they going to be on visas? How backed up are they going to be on everything? How backed are the people going to be here on visas?
It's all the plan is pending. All the plan is cancelled, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because of this one.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
And Google is search engine. Why it is so difficult to find specific
It is.
information at general paragraph that don't answer the question.
Yeah, exactly. They give you a generalization of it, and it really doesn't matter. And that's the problem with it. It gives you generalization. What happens also is you don't really realize, but Google, for an example, will once you search something, you'll get some information, but they don't give you all, and
Now,
especially about
sometimes
YouTube.
Google is mistake.
Yeah, sometimes Google is a mistake.
Search from the area before I lost because it's not the one that it's what's that in the Google.
Mhm.
It's different. Not all in Google are
Right.
Yeah.
exact answer. Because when you ask,
Yeah, it's top secret info. That's exactly right, Michael. That's exactly right. Top secret info of what, right? And that's the thing of it is, why don't they just kind of give you information about it? We understand how these algorithms are written. We know that the AI is written this way to protect this, and AI is written that way to protect that. But really, at the end of the day, why do they got to tell you so you really know? So you can actually do a better job. It's like going into business. When you go into business, you want to learn everything you can about what you're going to do in your niche market. So what's happened is you do everything you can to figure out how to do that correctly, right? And YouTube only gives you a small piece of information. It's really disheartening. Not only that, they'll monetize you and demonetize you. I got an email the other day, not an email, a thing, notice on my page. It says, you can now say the word honey badger. Well, okay. If you will not be demonetized, okay. I will not say it because everybody else has said it. It's been demonetized and still demonetized. So there you go. They're really talking about another stimulus package here. If it gets approved, me and Rose could make an extra $60K this year, but this tax season would be horrible. Yeah, exactly, Bill Pruitt. You're exactly right. They're talking about $2,000 US dollars a month for the next 6 months, right, and things of that nature. Well, you know what? Is that a good idea, a bad idea, a good idea? I don't know. I really believe YouTube don't care about small YouTubers, and that's below $1 million. I agree with you. I agree with you. If you have 4, 5, 6, 700,000 viewers, they don't really care. I don't care. Some of the manufacturers and some of the other people out there care because they can make extra sales on you, but they really don't care. Algorithms are the secret spices to KFC for the recipe.
for the Coke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Coke.
It's not, yeah, the
if
best way to
anything,
find things.
something I want
Yeah.
to know about, it's not search for it's the first place.
That's true. That's true. I find the best thing for like for me if I'm yeah, I know you always care, Uncle Sam. I know you do. I for an example, when I go to do something, I don't kind of like I halfway do it to a certain extent start, but then I start learning about what it is. I talk to people. I talked about people, and I talk to people from my past or people that I don't know, and I figure out what I need to do the job correctly in order to me be better who I am. And I'm finding that, get this, I'm looking to try to do these XSplits and new streams, and I'm trying to find information from Google on the best way and the best companies to do it. Well, everybody has a great software package, right?
Yeah, but the problem is your internet.
And my internet's the problem. That's
You
exactly right.
cannot use it.
It's exactly right. Except for the value, Google algorithms would be much higher value. Yeah, true. And I always care. I know you do. Like when I'm not looking for something, I find everything then. Yeah. I gotta tell you, I was thinking about something back a few years ago, and people were telling me not to do it. And I had an opportunity, and I said, I don't want to do it. They said, why don't you invest into a dollar store and do a dollar store franchise? Just make your own and do a dollar store. You can do it for $50,000. And you find a location, you can do about 50 grand. So I did research and research and research, and it was the thing, but it was a falling entity. It was falling out. In other words, it already peaked, and everybody was getting into the dollar store business. You know, Dollar Tree, you know, Family Dollar and stuff, which really is not a dollar store. But anyway, there was a lot of companies out there doing them. So I said, okay, I'll shine away from it and just start opening up a home goods store. And the home goods selling home goods, you know, tables and chairs and grandfather's clocks and high-end rugs and stuff like that. And I was buying it from China. And open up a retail front, this, that, and other. Did okay with it. I'm special, so I have to watch my emoji. Sorry. It's all right, Uncle Sam. Guy snuck through the blockade by posing as driver's helper on a truck from Cebu. Neighbors report him. He is in quarantine facility with his wife. Oh man, no virus. Isn't that something?
Bangka smuggling Cebu people here in November.
We, I don't know how we're doing on viruses here. I don't know who, what, when, where, and how. I really don't know. I don't know.
It's all 6,000 plus na cases.
How many cases do we have around us?
No, here no. Only there in Valencia, but I think it's almost cleared now.
Yeah, is it?
I don't know. Sometimes that people that still hard-headed just said it's lockdown, but still they're going out, they're doing party, they're drinking.
Yeah, we had a
Then
party here yesterday.
I saw a post on a doctor in town yesterday that please don't be hard-headed because the gymnasium is so tight now for all the people that's been caught drinking and walking around. Then they said, we cannot feed you anymore because we still have a lot of people that's affected on this crisis. Then you're there again,
Drinking
doing
again.
your
Yeah,
what's that?
it's just a lot of drinks. So they haul them into the jailhouse. So jail was full, so they put them all in the gym. And they're trying to stop the drink because it causes the havoc, the calamity. And I don't blame them. And that's the reason they stopped a lot of it. And it has helped considerably. But there was one American, I told you about the American drinking online, and they figured out where he's at. Of course, anybody can find you. And they figured out where he's at, and they actually came to his house and arrested him because his illegal drinking, he's drinking online and things of that nature, and they arrested him. He was out. He got out. I understand. He got out. He said they did it right on live stream. The video's gone. It was gone within an hour. It was up online, but then they took it down. YouTube did. I overheard.
I heard that at her Dollar Tree caught in that they had to close. You won't catch me near one of those, What's that?
Caught the honey badger, I guess. They're Dollar Trees and those places are a great place to go if you need something quick and you need I don't know, whatever, for $1. Say a garbage bin and you go get it for $1 or whatever. Sheets. I'm just making things up. I don't know what's in there, but you
Dollar
get
Tree,
it.
what's that store?
Everything in there's $1. Everything in there's 50 peso. They have everything you will want. You can buy towels, you can buy hair stuff, you can buy dog things,
Then
you can buy food and
how's the
snacks.
quality?
Quality is just like quality is here. You buy snacks, you buy candy, you buy gum, you buy steaks, you can buy a lot of stuff there. You can buy chips, you can buy everything you would want. Balloons and party supplies and baskets and toys and everything in there is $1. It's one big building, anywhere from 30, 40,000 square feet of just pure buying stuff.
I want to go there.
Oh, you guys would have a ball in it. I would not. I would just give you $20 and say, go, here is 1,000 peso, go have fun.
Yeah.
You guys would have a ball in there. And you could come out with 20 items. But all right, Ruth, love y'all. Love you too, Uncle
Love
Sam.
you.
Yeah, I love you too. You can buy batteries for $1 and they last 10 minutes. He's
So
right.
it's like it's all
Yeah. It's all China stuff. Everything in there's China. I tell you what I did do. I was there in Daytona one time and I saw the Dollar Tree and it's open. And I stopped in there and I said, I'm gonna go get some snacks. So I go in there and I come out. I'm not kidding you. I had enough snack for an arm, man. Bags of this tater chip, this tater chip, this tater chip, and all these candies and gums and all this stuff, right? The bags of stuff. I found Coca-Cola and all kinds of stuff for $1. So I get it, open it all up, get in there, and I start eating the chips. I go, man, these things taste funny. What's wrong with them? Out of date. So I looked at the date. They're all out of date. That's reading their $1.
So that battery DJ is like the orange one
Yeah,
here that
yeah.
when you put in the clock. Tomorrow no more.
Yeah, we got those batteries here. You put it in clock, it works 1 hour, and then you come back an hour later, it's gone. Oh, okay, well, it worked. Go get me another one. So you can buy them. Yeah, you buy a can, opens up, it's 3 cans. You're right, JG. You know what? It's funny. Ruth and I got those can openers we got from Tom Patrick and all, and everybody sent me some, and people are still asking me, is still can opener? I said, no, we got enough, and Mitch sent me a couple too. And anyway, long story short, now every can that we have is pull open top. We don't even use the can openers no more. Everything is pull open top. Have you used can opener, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On my milk for the
Okay.
cake. Because
Okay, she uses it for.
the milk for the cake is not full.
Oh, okay. But every can that we, like for food now that we eat, except for some of her baking stuff, is by can. Good morning, Christopher Beecher.
Good
How you doing,
morning,
brother? How you doing?
brother in Christ.
Yeah. How you doing, my good friend? You eat that, darling.
No
All right.
no plus cases here for almost 2 weeks. Bacolod has cases, so we have to protect ourselves from them. And Cebu, Siquijor has been virus. I read yesterday. I think Cebu is rising up the cases there. Siquijor has been virus free from the day one. She just watched 4 boats and call it same strange time.
I tell you what, it is stranger times, right, Mr. B? It's strange times. My friend, I got a friend up there in Bacolod. He's a heavy drinker, and I said, he sent me an email. He says, "It's trying times right now. I'm out of alcohol," and I went down. Sorry, sir, they can't get it anymore. So he sent his wife to town. They can't get it anymore. So he said, well, guess what? Next time, instead of 10 cases, I'm going to get 40 cases and keep it here at the house. But he went through 10 cases of alcohol this month. 10 cases, 24 bottles of that San Miguel. 10 cases so far. And what is the date today? A case, he's been going through
It's
almost a case a day.
Jim Trotter, good morning.
Morning, Jim Trotter. How you doing, my good friend?
Good.
Dennis.
We had a dollar general store in town.
Yeah.
While many items are $1.
That's
many
it.
Other
That's
items
it,
are
Dennis.
more.
You're exactly right. $1 Right? $5 or $10. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I've noticed that too when I was going to Family Dollar. I thought everything in here is going to be $1, but you go in there and everything is more. It's like you go buy a shirt, it's $8 or $10. But I did find some shorts in there one time. You know how long they lasted? Till I washed them. That's a good quality. Yeah, well, I knew that was coming. Hey, Christopher.
Anyone remember
Oh
the key
man,
coffee can?
I do.
Key.
You know the key to open up the corned beef that
Yeah,
sent us?
yeah.
The school sent us that key. They had the same key where you put it in the slot, you roll it around the counter, and opens up coffee. And you remember how sharp those lids were? We used to take them in yards, use them as frisbees, right? See if we could throw it in a tree. And then we'd lose them, right? And then next day you're out in the yard with no shoes on. Cut your foot. In the ground, whatever.
I get to go, guys. Keep safe.
Dennis Adams, see you later. Thank you for coming on.
When you think about it, you can open our spur girl.
Yeah.
Back the day, Mom would be open dog food, then go open the tuna can.
Yeah.
Same one.
That's true. That's true. I remember that. My mother was like that. She'd open up a can of tomatoes, and then open up some dog food for the dog, and never wash it in between the opening.
Daddy,
Yeah,
don't worry.
I never-
You can eat the dog food.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. There are people that are hungry will eat cat food and dog food. Yeah. They don't have money. Yeah. A lot of elderly. Yeah, elderly, they don't have money, so they'll eat that instead of eating food. They don't have money.
Why don't they not feed their dog?
No, honey, you're misunderstanding me. They have no dog.
Also, they.
It's cheap.
It's cheaper.
Yes, a lot cheaper.
The one thing we don't own in the Philippines is a can opener. We just had my mother in the bolo, and I can use also the what's that?
Spoon?
Yeah, spoon. But using spoon to open that one is you should have strength more, like.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm just using the knife.
Yeah.
But be careful once you do like that. I cut my hand before that using that one. Are we making big push on in our mountains having problem getting food and money? They can ceasefire army, so said no. Hit them.
Well, let's face it. A lot of them are farmers. Most of the farmers. That's interesting. Where are you?
Where's Mr. B?
I don't know, honey. You'll have to have him answer that. I don't know. Mr. B, where are you?
We're some old folks then we're remembering things that others say that's the heck.
We remember those things because we remember how hard it was or how different it was back in the past, right? And you're exactly right, Jim. Some of us remember how different it is and how hard it is. And remember, I can remember my how about the old push mowers and the electric
You can still
starts.
remember the day the first toys you got like that?
Can I remember my first toys? Yeah, I didn't get any. So how about you?
We cannot afford to buy toys. So what we will do, because some kids has like fake gun, like BB gun like that. So we get from the banana, the stock from banana leaves like that. Remove the leaves like that and make like that.
I did make my own bow and arrow stuff like that, but
then
Jonathan made me a ball before
and
from the banana.
if you cannot afford to buy ball, you get the leaves from the coconut and make like a bowl.
That's what Jonathan
And make
made
some
me,
watch and
eyeglasses.
like that.
there you go.
I forgot now how to do that.
Wasn't the spam cans about the last 2 use kit?
Yeah, they still, especially like on a lot of the corned beef now, or Still open by the key. Corned beef itself is open by the key. And they're still using the key here, but it comes from Brazil. A lot of the products that they're getting here comes from Brazil and Spain and some other countries like that, and they're bringing that into the country because either they can or can't get it and things like that. So we are getting a lot of stuff from different countries, meaning I think some Russian products are coming in. We're getting a lot of Russian stuff here. China's always been here, but Korean, Japan, but a lot of stuff here, believe it or not, is from Russia, Brazil, Spain. We get a lot of stuff from Spain.
Seems like it's dark outside.
Could be. Yeah, Spam. I do remember Spam using the keys. My Philippine is from near Kitipawan.
Kidapawan.
Okay.
Kidapawan is in Cotabato.
Okay, it's down there towards still in Minden now though. Yeah.
Us 20 some.
It's a phone on the wall, and you've got a phone, and the store itself will actually have the you can actually make a phone call from the store itself. And remember the old country stores? You guys may not remember, but they're old operators. We say, hey, Sally Joe, I need to make a phone call. Can you guys quit jabbering and talking? The old party lines. One of my first toys was a spider I found at the porch. My mom freaked out. Luckily, it's immune to the black widows. Nothing wrong with that, Bill. I can see you playing with spiders. You still do.
Still spinning.
Yeah, it sounds like all the countries hit hard by the badger selling Philippine stuff. Exactly. It's what's happening. Yeah.
Here it's increasing the cases, and yesterday in Cebu. How many deaths is that? That's why you said.
Yeah, exactly. I remember. I that's exactly what happens. Yeah, and a lot of them are just normal, just farmers. Anyone remember the party lines? Yeah, I remember. You do the click click. Hey, anybody on here? Anybody on here? Click 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 click. And then my mother would say,
using the can. What's that?
Using the can. Well, it's like using the can. You just talk in the can with a string going to RR. No, we're talking all about something else completely different. We're on second, third subject from the can. We're talking about phones. We're talking about this one right here, party lines. You know what a party line is? It's a string it's a can. It's a string. You go on the other end, and RR would get it, and then we party down a. It's actually phones. It's cell phones. It's phones in houses. They call them party lines. There are many parties on one line. So you could have 3 to 5 families or 10 families on one party line. And what it is, all these lines would go setting there. And her job was to be like ladies from here to Nooney's house in a room, and then women would be sitting there. Hey, Sally, can you hook me up with, they call my brother Joe. Well, give me his numbers. 0259. And so what they... Yeah, no, it's different. And then they would take this plug and plug his line. Imagine a bunch of wires like this coming into one room. And each wire is named with the guy's name. Like Julio, and then you have Fred, George, Sam.
Julio, Fred.
Okay. Hey, and here's Tom. Tom, I need to call George. So she take this line and hook me up together like this. So we can talk. So that's how they did it. It's Morse code back in the Western Union days. I don't know if you remember. My brother, my uncle worked for Western Union. He would climb the poles, and he would set that up. But it was funny.
Your uncle?
Yeah, my uncle. My mother's
brother.
Sister's husband. And man, he could climb a tree. He'd have those straps on his legs and be up a tree before you could bat an eye. Not a tree. Well, some cases a tree, because they used trees. In some areas, depending on where they were at, he said. Telephone poles was mainly, but he said, you go up some of those mountains, you ain't putting no telephone poles up there. You don't remember the party lines. Did you listen in? I never listened in. My mother did, though.
They do.
She would sit there and say, "Hey, did you know that Frank is sick?" Tell my dad, "Did you know Frank is sick?" And then they'd tell it, "Yeah, Frank's sick." Uh, that wasn't the sort of party line I was offered in Vegas. It's a different line, Mark Jones. Mark Jones, that line you're talking about is a different line. You know what line that is?
What?
A party line in Vegas.
What's that?
A party line in Vegas is something completely different than a party line in Texas. Yeah, a party line is completely different. It's like JG and lotion. Ow! 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 Okay.
Actually, party lines are twisted wire in small areas that shares the same transmission.
Daddy, I
Yeah.
want to pinch you too.
But don't pinch me too. Let's just say you pinched me and pretend like you pinched me. I don't like pinched. So actually, party lines, yeah, it was small wires that came to the same area. That's exactly right. And you would punch in that, put in that thing for that area. So it'd be like this. These families lived out west, and it would have it like that. But I remember my mother and father. We originally there in Arizona didn't have a phone for a long time, and finally we got one in the house. And my mother would have a cord on there. It stretched from here to the highway out there. Then, and so she could have it on her shoulder and talk to everybody in the house. And it made it easier for her.
When I went upstairs for a week in the summer, they had party lines. I would listen, but I was 11.
Hey, JG, it's amazing how you didn't need to gossip because women would already know who's gossiping, who's online. People would keep up with it. And people did not know. You don't know what's going on. You didn't need to know. All you had to do is listen to those lines. It was a great thing. But a lot of people don't even know what I'm talking about. Even some of the old timers don't even know what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about old timers. So, well, we didn't have it like that. Well, okay, I did. So I can see that.
One.
I remember, and I'm not that old.
Party lines were the go-to thing for
Gossip.
back then. Really?
Yeah, a lot of gossip.
So party lines go to the neighbor like that?
No, it's basically a bunch of lines going one area, and yeah, you could listen because Sally Joe would be talking to Sally Jane, and all you had to do is pick up the phone because she's the neighbor across the street, and you pick up the phone, you listen in. And if you need to make a call, you go click, 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 click. I need to make a phone call, so everybody would be online. So everybody would get off. You'd hear the phones hanging up. And then, but there's always someone to stay on the line. Hey, how's Mama feeling? She's still sick. Well, a few minutes later, a neighbor would be knocking at your door, your mama's sick? I didn't know. Well, she'd been listening on the phone line. Yeah.
No.
So that's how they knew, yeah. They'd be knocking at the door and someone already made a cake by then, you know what I mean? And they'd be knocking 30 minutes, you got a cake and everything else. When they find out someone's sick in U.S., they find out someone's sick or someone passes or something like that, everybody brings food over. So you get enough food to eat for a long time. So a lot of people take that food and put it in the freezer, and they have it 6 months down the road and have plenty of food. It's sad, but it's true. Yeah.
They had one station on TV, was nothing to do at night.
Yeah. I do know what you're talking about, Tom. My mother had it all in her house. My mom would have one in the kitchen. I ain't kidding. That could reach the living room. And she threw the phone. She could throw that phone, too, pretty good. And it had one of those, that line would come out, and she'd stretch it out. And, of course, it'd still be stretched out. But she'd pull that thing back into you. You want me to sling it at you again? No, ma'am. She'd sling that phone at you. She'd sling it. My father had to buy a bunch of those receivers because we'd say something smart or something smart back to her.
Do you remember when your phone number was not 555?
I don't remember that. I don't even know what my phone number was. Somebody asked me. Yeah, but gossip still travels faster in the Philippines. You can actually have something happen to you, like I did. I fell in town. By the time I got home, people knew it here last year. And I fell in town, and people knew it. I fell in town, and they knew it out here. So that's just the way it is. And that's the thing. You don't really realize how news travels, but it travels fast here. And that's true. It does. Gossip still travels. And it travels here. It always has. Sometimes my brother knows stuff that before I even know it, before it even happened to me. RN4. I don't remember my numbers. I don't remember any of that stuff. I don't remember. But I do remember it happening. I also remember my mother going to the store.
It is you used before the RDO like
Radio?
Roger like that.
No, no.
We we do that one before when I was in high school because no cell phones here, right? Then that's one only. Then you can have chit chat like that, and you don't know who's that one.
Yeah, it's like I think Bill Pruitt's got one. It's ham radios. It's radios. It's done by antenna. It's antenna based and station based, frequency based. I had an old Motorola phone one time. The very first cell phone was through Motorola. It run through towers. Same principle, and they just got more fancier and fancier. But I did have one of those.
Good.
My boss would put one in my car.
When first cell phone, the one you need to
It had a rotary dial.
like this, that cell phone, like when you have a call.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that.
I used to have to climb a tree and go hook my phone in and plug and talk. Ow! Well, what if I'm telling the truth and you're pinching daddy?
What if you gonna climb the tree?
What if somebody's calling me and I gotta climb a tree and answer it? Yeah. Joke. Ow! Oh heck! Ask youngins what a rotary phone. You guys remember?
My mom worked for a phone company and had to plug in the line for
Yeah,
call.
yeah. GG. So you had a number. It's like 939, whatever it is. So you go over to the 9, and it goes all the way over. Then 8. So that's how you dial. That's how you did it for a long time. Is somebody out there? It's like somebody came out.
My grandmother had an old phone that cord on it was so long, so you can take it whenever in the house and front door, so you can almost call ticks out never.
I understand that. My mother used to could walk from the kitchen to the back door for sure. They'd be yelling, "Come eat now, boys! Come eat now!" And well, of course, we're already sitting there waiting. Believe me, because we're always hungry. Green Acres, exactly. Climb a telephone pole. How'd you climb a tree for your internet? It's the same difference. Same thing. We get R to climb the tree. Go plug that thing in.
I don't even know how to climb a tree.
Well, that's okay. You don't need to learn how to climb a tree. What do you ever climb a tree for? Why would you ever need it? I don't either.
We love to climb the tree.
I always climbed trees before.
Yeah.
You don't climb a tree because you don't climb a tree. You never had a tree in your yard to climb a tree. You go climb a tree, climb over there and climb a tree.
Anyway, the kids now they don't know how to climb the tree. Why? Because their
TV and
physical
internet.
exercises this time is they are not using that one because of the
No, they don't even
gadget.
go outside.
Before we can climb the tree because we will just play
Yeah.
hang like monkey like that, and we just do hide and seek or catch each other like that, climbing the tree.
See, what does he say? I got 3 hams and 1 base. With the right antenna and enough power, I could talk to you in the Philippines with it. People talk to people all around the world with those. Yes, they do. My neighbor had one. He had it on a tower, and he could talk to anybody throughout the world. He was talking to people all over the world. They had set times they would talk, and they would have that set where they could talk all the time. But I do know people still using hams to this day. In fact, there is an app.
What's
It's
ham
ham radio. Ham radio. It's I don't even know what ham stands for. They just call it a ham radio. It's like what you're talking about, radio. You just click, 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 or with a
click.
microphone, click, 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 click. Yeah. So yeah, I could climb a tree with my internet if I could ever get up in that tree. Now, I do remember this. I do remember my father, and it's no different than TV, cable, non-cable, antenna TV, same principle, right? Tom, I climbed a tree real good when I was young, but I had a hard time climbing down. Yeah, exactly. Me too. I could climb it up. A few times I fell out of the tree, so I got down pretty fast. You know, and they
Daddy,
wonder.
I want to see you fell down in the tree.
No, I don't want to see myself. I climb a tree holding a phone. Exactly. I just stick it in my back pocket. You remember those guys that climb up there, the telephone guys? You guys know that. And they would hook into the line, you know, and they'd be up there and they'd talk this and another. Hey, Mama, I'm going to be a little late for dinner. I'm up. I got to do 3 more polls, whatever. And they're up there and had that. Well, one guy had lost one of those, and I found one in Arizona. But I never could figure out how to hook that thing up where you can make phone calls. You know, because you basically had 3 or 4 wires out of it with little clippies. And these clippies, I guess you hook to the lines. And I never could figure out. I tried it at mine, and I burned up my phone, my mama's phone. And I remember my mother saying, somebody been playing with the phone or the wires? No, not me. And she said, my phone's not working. Who messed up my phone? I don't know.
I don't know.
No, not me. As I took the thing and I hid it underneath the bed, guess who found it? It was you that burned up my phone. It was. But she'd gotten that bad boy fixed. My father had to go call the telephone company, bring a new one out there. This time she got was green. Yeah, but man, I want to see how that thing worked. I had that clippies everywhere on it. I don't know, and I was trying to dial because it was like this, and it had a dial on the top of the thing. I'd dial that thing, you know, and I'd be sitting there. Boy, I messed up my mama's line. I had to pull Rose and Samantha out of a tree for dinner. I need an emergency interruption call. Yeah, exactly.
I like that show, the motorbike.
Motorcycles, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, hey JG, you remember going to the grocery store and the baggers carrying the groceries to your mama's car? Or you remember, and you still have it in New York City where you can order. And I remember when I was in Buffalo, I could groceries online, and I could get my groceries in my house and just tell them what I needed, and I call them and they tell me at the local grocery store, hey, I need a gallon of milk, this. If you can't find this, go ahead and bring. Just who cares, right? And I did that a few times where I couldn't shop, or I was not home, or I was out, or a snowstorm coming through, or something.
When I was a kid, I would climb free, but I couldn't climb down. So I jumped. Probably the reason I broke my ankle.
Bill Pruitt, I can see that. Yeah, I didn't like climbing down the tree.
Yeah, it's difficult to go down.
Yeah.
And the way it's easy for you or get a branch that can reach on the ground, like swing going down like.
Yeah, the problem is I never could find a branch to swing down.
Brother Tom, don't climb your neighbor's tree. You will have to pay compensation to him.
Amen. You won't have climbed me. I ain't climbing no tree. I can tell you that now.
You cannot climb anywhere.
My father's always said, refuse to collect calls from your brother. It's so expensive. No problem, Dad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, collect calls. How many of you guys used to collect calls? I used to do that too. I remember I did that. I was in a telephone booth one time, and I didn't have no money, and I was calling house. I needed my Social Security card number for my brother. I was working on a film. I was trying to add extra, and I called my brother, and I remember doing it, and I said, answer, and he gets on there. I said, accept the call, bro. And I said, emergency, so he accepted it. And so I told Dad later, I said, Dad, I did a collect call here so I could get it. He goes, did you get the job? I go, yeah. He goes, good, okay, that's no worries then. I don't mind you doing that. But he's ready to get on me for calling collect. Yeah, I had to call collect. I didn't have a dime. I didn't have 1 penny. I had no money. Our gray hairs, been there, done that. Who remembers knife sharing trucks, vegetable trucks, ring bell? Y'all need strawberry banana? Most probably kid, Mr. Soft. Exactly. You guys remember those days? I remember them. I remember one time, a guy coming down the road and had a horse-drawn cart full of vegetables.
Horse?
Horse, and the cart was full of vegetables. Apples and oranges and carrots and onions.
Carabao or cow.
Yeah, it's fine. Hey, I was in Mississippi. I was a young kid. I said, what in the world is that rig? My father said, that's the vegetable man. He comes around. There's an old black man. He did it for years and is teaching his son to do it. He made good money doing that. He just took it from his farm and other people's farms, and he'd buy it and sell it. And people that couldn't get to town and things like that. If a cart came down here today and had fresh lettuce and tomatoes or
Yeah.
whatever on it, you'd buy it. I'd buy it.
Remember last time, but
Yeah.
it's not Carabao though.
Yeah,
It's
but I
not
don't care.
Boas.
I don't care if it's a guy
Politica.
flying an airplane. As long as he stops right here, I'd buy from him. But really,
First time I heard the other day, bulad, dry fish,
yeah,
coming here.
Yeah.
Normally it's fish, but it's dry fish.
yeah.
So many people buy because they cannot go down now.
Well, that's I would buy, but the guy made a fortune doing it. Anytime you cater to the home, it was Schwann's. You guys remember those Schwann's trucks where deliver and they have all the frozen stuff on the truck, ice cream and everything. They
I
make
think
a
that's
killing
a
doing
good
that.
business, Daddy.
Very good business. I remember those Mr. Softy truck. I do too. The bell and ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, and it'd be ringing that bell. Mama, give me got any money? I want a popsicle. Can I have a popsicle? Nope, don't have no money. Mama, a popsicle truck will be here in a minute. Okay, come inside. I'll give you $1. We get a popsicle. Go out there to get ice cream or whatever Softy truck. Oh, you couldn't wait for that guy to come around. He'd be out of stuff. Always out of stuff when he got to our street.
Here it's not truck. It's a tricycle.
Tricycle. Yeah, guy comes around tricycle here. Ding, 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 ding.
That's not how it sounds.
Well, anyway, he comes around on the, yeah. So it must be a milk boxes on the porch. Oh, Jim Trotter. Man. The milkman. I remember the milkman. The milkman coming to the house, bringing me ice cream. And I remember the milkman bringing all kinds of bottles. And Mama taking those bottles in the house and having, if we had orange juice, it was a treat.
The milk there is like this.
It
or
comes
big?
in quart containers or half-gallon containers like this, glass, about that tall. And it had a foil lid on the top. It was foil. It went around over top and sealed it. It was ice cold too. And but in Arizona, it wouldn't stay ice cold very long. But it came out of that truck pretty cold. It had the old cold storage, cold things in there. You guys know what I'm talking about? Where it's just a right through the middle of the truck. It's just this cold thing of ice. And they just plug it in at night, and it built ice. And during the day, it'd drip all over the milk and everything else. That's what how they did. Well, I forget what they call those things. Like what they have here on the fridges. And the bottles be all wet and everything else. So would the milkman. But I remember doing that. I was a milkman for a while. Most money ever made in my life. Most money ever made in my life was being a milkman.
You did too.
I did that. I sure did. That was the most money.
Milkman.
And he paid me
Here is
cash.
Pandesal man.
I made anywhere from 200 to 300 to 350 a day. I worked 6 days a week, cash. And I drove the trucks and delivered the milk and went into small stores. That's what I did. And I did that back in the 80s. I made a fortune doing that. I loved it. Worked for Seal Test and made so much money doing that. Guy sold his routes.
Yeah.
And I had doing a route.
But there's a guy outside of town here that resists buffalo forget. It's rained for one of the tricky
Bulls
bulls to push his truck when he breaks down.
in the pasture. Wow. Oh, Charlie Chips. Oh, Jim. Man, I used to love Charlie Chips. Exactly. Home delivery.
Chips?
It's potato chips in a can. Yeah, and they were delicious. Charlie's Chips. I had a friend did that, still did it until they stopped that, about, 10 years ago? 15 years ago? Yeah, worked for Charlie's Chips. Great chip. I remember that. Yeah. Swans now, right?
What about taking the glass milk bottle to the store, fill it, and put on the tin foil cup?
How do I remember doing that? I didn't know you could do that. How many had a paper route? That's a big question. How many had a paper route? I did not. But I did help a buddy of mine who had one. I was never the collector. I think JG had one. And we're talking about his live stream.
What's that, newspaper?
Yeah, newspaper. Or you come deliver it every day or every other day or whatever.
They're in Dubai. Always
It's
collect.
good business.
Every time I open the door, I have
Yeah.
newspaper rolled on the floor.
Yeah. It's
They will just
good business.
go like this, Daddy.
Yeah, I know.
Every-
Australia back in the 60s. Hey, Christopher, I remember the bread man. Paper route, I just mentioned that. I had a guy that did the paper route.
You had a guy.
Yeah.
Guy? What's
Uh,
guy?
I had a paper route and then
So what's that limit per day?
what, paper?
To
Well, no, they
deliver
had a
or it's
route.
different?
They had a route.
Oh.
I would do base camp, and all people in base camp. That's it. Now
So
there,
that's every day.
now people like this. Now there are people now that actually take this and they make a living by doing it. It's usually a husband and wife team or two or three teams together, and what they deliver the papers still to this day, and they're subcontract, and they make depending on their route, and they're up at 2, 3 in the morning overnight. They just grab the papers and they deliver them, and some have 2, 3, 4 routes. So some of them make like for Saturday and Sunday deliveries, depends on how many papers you have. You make about $300 for Saturday and Sunday deliveries. Some make about $300 a day. Some have multiple routes, and reason I know that is I was actually going to buy a couple routes myself and have somebody deliver them, but it was not profitable enough. I would have had to do it myself in my own fuel and stuff. But the people that do that did it for a living, and they made good money doing it. I knew a guy was the leader of the bunch and did that. But he did really good. I would meet him at McDonald's sometimes, have coffee, and he'd have all the people, and they'd come in and get their pay because they were 1099s, and he would pay them every day. So all they had to do is go meet him at McDonald's, and they'd go in and get their money. He'd have an envelope, and they'd turn in their paperwork on who they delivered to. But people would not get their paper, and they call them, and you'd have to go deliver the paper. You could be in bed, you know. So we had I had an adult Detroit free press route. I made $300 a week in 25 hours work. Kevin, it's good money. Yeah, $300 a week in 25 hours work. It's good money. Orlando Sentinel there in Orlando would pay $300 on Saturday and Sunday work, but the hours, you're right. It's only like 5, 6 hours a day, 8 hours depending per day.
That one per month, right?
Yeah, you pay per month, or sometimes take it out credit card, things like that. Some pretty good.
Paper route.
Yeah, I had a paper route. Hey, nothing wrong with, hey, I'm telling you, one of the best things in the world, teaches you about business.
What is the best bicycle brand that you had?
Schwinn. How about the banana seat? How about the Harley look? The, what do they call it, chopper look? Huh? Schwinn with the sissy bar on the back. I had a Schwinn.
What Schwinn?
Bike. I wish I had that bike today. It's probably worth a few bucks. I had a couple of them. I had a Schwinn, I had a Montgomery Ward, and I had a Firestone bike. Now the Firestone bike was probably the best bike I ever had, believe it or not. My Montgomery Ward bike was not too good, but my Firestone bike was pretty good. It's made by Firestone Company, the tire people. It was pretty good. My problem that I had on bikes was the heat would just tear up the tires. We had a bread man. I had a paper out in UK, Mark Jones said, around in UK. You did, Mark? We had a bread man, fruit and vegetable guy, milk dude. He came down the street. Wolfen.
And Mike White.
Michael White?
Mike White.
Oh, Mike Whitkin, Tornado Alley specialist, yes. I remember my Tiger bike. Yeah, Tiger bike, yeah.
Tiger bike.
Raleigh Chopper bike, exactly. Paper routes had a ticket book, exactly. Yeah, this is right. Had people's names on it. And the route, I remember the guy getting his route, and whatever the number was, and had his stack, he had to roll them up or something and put a rubber band on them. I remember doing that.
Schumann.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Schumann?
visiting this channel.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. They have rear slicks. Yeah, exactly. Probably I had a ticket book. I'm from India. On Schumann, good morning. So yeah, in fact, I remember having those the guys coming down the street and collecting money from my father. I didn't have no paper route. My thing was, you know what? I don't even know if my father even got the paper route back then. I don't even know if he got a paper. I don't think he did. I remember the milkman though.
Milkman, you always remember.
That milkman. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. When it comes to how about ice, he carried some kind of ice cream, but it was like I don't know what it was. It wasn't really ice cream, it was something else, like an icy thing or something. I don't remember. The push-ups, you know, where I don't know, you push up the popsicle, It's called push-ups. It was like a paper around it, and you push it up, and it was like frosty or something. No, it's like
Candied. It's like
no, not
you
candy.
push
It's not
up.
candied. It was a fad. It was fad. Snack.
It's gold.
Yeah.
I remember the Firestone bikes. They had them displayed all the repair car centers. Yeah, I had one, and I remember getting that when I was I don't know. I don't remember how old. I don't remember. 12, 14. I don't know. It was a couple years ago. You can't have no bikes here. Mountain Star, the best bike in Australia when I was a child back in the 60s or 60s. Malvern Star. Hey, Christopher, could you imagine having some of those bikes left over now? It'd make a fortune. Ice Mike Bomb Pop. Exactly. Mike Bomb Pop.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. You could get different colors. My favorite was purple. Great.
What's the taste?
Great bitesy. Imagine the best flavor grape you ever had, and it was
I
ice.
had that
Like,
push pop.
yeah, it's a push pop.
Yeah, it's so
Uh,
yummy.
But I bet you don't remember the rotten beer stands. I don't remember those, Mike. I don't remember that. Yeah. Oh, it was sherbet ice cream. Maybe it was. It was sherbet. Yeah, they did have some of the sherbet. But I remember getting a popsicle one. A great
It's
popsicle.
long.
No,
Yeah, it was about this big. But yeah, I do. Wolfie, how is
Wolfie.
how is everything? Doing well? Hopefully you're not this envelope to send to my home, or people left payment safe at the door. Hey, did you ever have to get nasty with someone, Kevin Ash? Like someone didn't pay your bill? Didn't pay their bill? Did you have to get nasty with them?
You need to pay.
Yeah. What would you do? Remember the guy? What movie was it where the guy was trying to collect his money? Remember the creamsicle, orange and
Orange
vanilla.
and vanilla.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Creamsicle. Creamsicle.
Root beer float.
Yeah, root beer float and root beer floats. Oh, spinning. Well, that's what it is. Our internet is so horrible. Will you ask him today, honey, when you're there?
Yeah, I will ask
Yeah.
if he can upgrade.
I miss Judy. I know she's not well, but I don't know what's wrong with her, and she will be back. Can you please give her my best wishes, Mark Jones? We sure will. We'll tell her. Ruth talked to her yesterday. I talked with her yesterday. I don't know if Ruth talked to her today. Yeah, she's not doing well. She's feeling better, but she's not doing well. Yeah, she's not doing well. So prayers out to Miss Judy.
She's still trying.
It's just trying to get out and get around. So yeah, it's prayers to
Get
Miss
well.
Judy and prayers to her doing well. We sure
Yeah.
will.
Where is Rick Morris?
Rick Morris, prayers to Mr. Rick Morris too, because he's not doing well also. There was a time a youthful kid made money cutting grass and shovel snow in our neighborhood. Yeah, I was a grass cutter. When we got a lawnmower I could actually use to sell so that push more with the blades. I was not going to do that, but I had a thing. I would do it, and I forget what I would get. Was it $1 or $2? I think it was $2 a yard cut. But in Arizona, yards are very small, man. They were only, I would say, where I grew up, the yards were only 20 feet, 40 feet. They were very small yards where I grew up because of the no rain, and so they kept with a small patch of greenery in their yard. So when I mowed it, I got I think it was $2. Gas was less than a quarter then, 22, 23 cents. But I remember getting that $1.25. There was time as a youthful kid you made money cutting grass. I remember that. Yes, I miss Miss Jude's on the streams. Yeah, Miss Judy has been around. I told her she was going around so much in all streams, and she felt like she was obligated to go to everybody all the time. I told her, I said, man, don't worry about it. Drop YouTube, completely get off of YouTube. Cut the
Get
cord
some
with
rest
YouTube.
first.
Get some rest. Don't worry about anybody or anything. Cut the cord with YouTube. Let it go for 30, 60 days, 90 days. Then come back on. Don't let YouTube get you hooked in like that, man. I lay my phone there. I mean, I didn't pick it up one day for 18 hours, 20 hours. The only reason I do that is because to answer the deals. I don't let YouTube
Like
overwhelm
lack
me like
of
that.
sleep, also something like that.
Yeah. If you're not sleeping well at night and you're up and about, that's understandable. Like JG coming on my stream the other day. JG, could you believe it? I had the 200 and something on. It's unbelievable. 260, 253, whatever it was. 253 is the last count I saw. According to YouTube, it's 253. I never had people go more than 2 months without paying. I cut them off and they paid fast. Yeah. We used to collect empty drink bottles and turn them in for cash. Mike Wickham, I did too. Man, I'd catch that. There was a time where we picked up cans. We picked up cans, so empty bottles and cans. I remember picking up cans.
And they have also in the US that the junk shop will buy the can and the plastic.
Yes, junk shop will pick up the cans and the plastic and bottles. You can take the bottles to the store, cans to the local grocery store. So we take your cans and bottles over to the sorry store here, and they would give us money for them. What did Ruth do as a kid to make extra money?
Extra money. When I was in elementary, because my grandma has was that rice field when it's time of harvest like that, then the operator of the trees, or the one that's clean
The turtle? Uh-huh.
not the turtle, it's called trees, or remove the hay like that.
Okay.
Then like that, then my father always tell us to assist the operator to hold the socks like that, so that they can put all the what's the rice
Okay.
inside the sack. So they will give us like uh payment from that day. That's our sideline. And when I go to school, because I have money already, that I bought candy, like pack of candy, and I sell it in the school like that. That's my
So she would take
sideline.
candy and sell it in school, and or paper and pencils. I remember telling a story.
Mm.
She'd take paper and pencil, sell it in
Pencil.
school.
Like
Buy
also
for
like guava like that.
yeah,
Like, cause we have like
and people
guava.
would pay her for it.
Sometimes they exchange with paper like that, or just buy.
Yeah, like she'd sell 1, 2, 3 sheets of paper, and they didn't have paper, and she'd sell it for a peso, whatever.
Mm.
I
That's
know.
my sideline.
So, did you do okay with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I my sideline, I did what I could, whatever it was. There was one time my neighbor had to have his yard cleaned up. I cleaned up his yard. Made a few bucks that way. Working in the hay fields, I did not like that job. The hay was bigger than me. I mean, I was 140 pounds soaking wet, 6'2". I was really thin for a lot of years. Really thin for a lot of years. Even when I was 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, I was thin as a rail. And what happens is I was just thin. And I started blossoming later on in my life when I sat down, because I have always had high energy, always have had high energy. I have it now. I have to
Then
pull
high
back.
school that day, I remember that it's Sunday. It was once I've done my laundry there for my uniform. Our neighbor had baby that she cannot do laundry, so I do laundry
Laundry's a good business to get into
like
here.
that.
You want to get into good business? That's good.
Then
Good business
she
doing
will
laundry.
give me 100 pesos, 150
Yeah.
for that day.
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah,
I
that's
have
good business.
I have money for the week, like
Yeah.
for my school.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a good thing. You know, I think it's really a good thing. Do you miss how are you making money now on the side?
Okay.
Yeah, shake. And what else she does? She takes it from daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She says
I love when we go on a trip like that, because all the coins is on my packet.
coins
On
your
my
labut.
purse.
Coins your labut. What about the bills?
Yeah, the bills too.
Bills too. Yeah.
Most especially if it's new, like 100, 500, it's free.
Chris, brand new. She gets
Yeah.
all new. One time they gave me back $1,000 peso in 100s. Oh man! So I give them all to her, and she's oh boy. So, but anyway, she gets all new bills, and
20s, 50s.
20s, yeah. But if it's 1,000 new, she don't get them. I'm teasing.
Daddy will not give.
Yeah, yeah, I'm teasing. She gets enough money. She does. She gets everything. JG, every time someone new comes on the stream, she reaches out and welcomes them. She's a great greeter. She is. Ruth is a great greeter. You see anybody new coming on the stream? You say hi.
Well, if the internet is good, that I can go in the
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah, she is great. I had a trailer and I cut grass for 15 a week. Wow. I trim and edge all 2 times a week. Each yard I bag grass they wanted. Hot job, 8 customers is all I can handle. Wow, 15 a week. 15 a week. There's nothing wrong with that. Kevin, that was probably good money.
Yeah, where's 15 away?
Yeah, 15 a week. That's almost two. That's
I will work for that one.
yeah. Yeah, 15 a week. That's 750.
If you're really
750 a
hard
week.
working, Daddy,
You find job.
you can really, even not job, just business like that.
Yeah.
Like here in Philippines is very less opportunity that
I
you
know.
can do. If you don't have talent, you cannot find
Yeah,
job.
you have to find niche, and then
Then
people copy you.
if you don't have, how to say, uh what's that, degree holder, you cannot find a good job. And if you have not, because when you're working here they will say good pleasing personality. If you have less like that, nobody will accept you on your job like that. Then
Yeah,
even if you have good personality, then you cannot afford to buy dress. Like, it's because personality goes to the, how to say, your dress like that. Nobody will accept job. But in the US, if you know how to plant, y- you can sell that one. You know how to cook. You can, like, here it's not. Like,
yeah.
really not.
Yeah, the criteria is kind of tough out in the U.S. now to start a business, and I started many myself, but it's really hard to start one. But you just have to have the stick-to-itness to stick and do it, and never give up. You can never ever give up on anything. Never give up on any dreams. And people tell me all the time, "Why give up on it? Why would you give up? Never give
Just
up on
try
any
and
dream."
try.
And if I ever gave up, I would end up with nothing. And so I never would let myself give up on anything. You gotta stick to it.
Tam, my wife has wrapped in a cotton wool and it's called it. The government will let out, but she won't, so I ground it.
I'm planning a jailbreak. Run, Christopher, run! Get out of that jail! Run! Yeah, yeah. Mine won't let me walk down the street here. She goes ballistic when I get close to the gate. She says, "Well, if you're gonna run around in the yard, be cuckoo in the yard, be cuckoo in the house, but not outside the gate." This one right here gets really. She gets actually. She's really good. Ruth is, but man, she gets tight when it comes to me getting close to that gate. She's very protective. Your moderators all do well, but the other thing is particular. You're right, Mark. I don't want that job. Your moderators do well at other things. Yes, Mark, keep the boys in line. Yeah, moderators do keep boys in line. We didn't have money, so I would go out and find whatever job I could make money. Sometimes I got nothing, Jim. Nothing here. Sometimes the stream will get interrupted and YouTube locks up, or it's my internet. I guess it's my internet, and my browser will not let me back in.
Yeah,
So sad. It was getting fun. I know. I'm back. We're back. It's 9:42. We're
no,
back.
it's the apps is, what's that?
Yeah.
YouTube apps. Sometimes it's not responding.
Yeah, we're doing this wirelessly. I have to find a. Are you going by to pay the bill today?
Yeah.
Get all the details on that laptop. Get all the details. See if he has a Wi-Fi LAN to USB to phone, and we'll see what we can do. I'll write it down and see if we can get that, and then we can run off the LAN network. How's the internet working? Okay? Okay. All right, good. Good idea. Getting paid for promote your own side gig. There you go, Mark Jones. Bunch of seniors want grass and snow removal. Busy families. Yeah. I tell you what, it does. There are a lot of people out there, even to this day, will pay you for stuff. I mean, look at the walking dogs. Many people will pay you for walking dogs. You know, there are people make a living walking dogs, other people's dogs. They go by the house early in the morning, come back in the afternoon, pick up the dogs, and they walk the dogs, bring them
You will
back in
do
it.
that one?
They get paid every week. Yeah, they get
I
paid
will do that one.
walking dogs, and you go.
You have dog, Gigi?
You have 4 or 5. Yeah, walking cats. You have you get. I don't know what they get. I don't. You ask JG what they get, but you can make a few bucks on that.
If you had that, Gigi, I will walk your cats. I don't know cats. Hard one though.
No, cats are easy. You just walk. What are they gonna do? Scratch you when you hook them up? Back. Getting paid to promote your own side gig. Yeah. My wife says if I try to escape, she will run after me and catch me. No, I have seen her chase her son in high heels and catch him. If you make it in the car, you'll make it, Christopher. Brother, run. I tell you what, I can run faster than Ruth. I can. It's race.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he can run fast.
And let me ask, I can beat RR.
I want to race.
Yeah, you want the race. I beat you so many times you couldn't count them. All these fingers and toes.
Daddy.
So, how did Ruth learn to bake?
I went to school.
She went to school and then trial and error.
Yeah,
A lot of
error.
error.
Lots of error. And the one really helped me a lot is the ones of American group
American bakers. Yeah.
bakers
They
in
help a
Facebook.
lot.
They let me join their
Group?
page or secret group. Yeah, they really help
Some of these guys
a
are
lot
professional.
like that.
Like really professional. Like million subscriber type professional. Or 2 million or 3 million.
Most of them have a page. They're doing blogs, not in YouTube, but
Not YouTube, Facebook, things like that.
yeah, no, it's a website like that. So sometimes they give me a link of their blogs and free to watch their video for tutorial like that. Then I paid online tutorial on Facebook to get the certificate like that.
Oh,
Time. I
Wow.
work with a small business that makes 200,000 a year walking dogs. I'm not kidding. Of exaggerating. We have many customers and comes baby dog it seems during the day when I'm only work. Now that is of course the richest area.
wow.
Can you do that, JG?
Wow. Wow.
Can
I'm
you
in
walk
shock.
the dog?
I'm in shock. I'm in shock, JG. I'm in shock.
That's nice.
$200,000 a year. That's, of course, richer areas, of course. That's the thing, People
How
don't
many
mind.
hours? How
They-
many hours you should?
How
walk the
they
dog?
walk them in the morning and the afternoon, right? They just go out for like an hour or two, or an hour or whatever, and walk the dogs, and then come back, and they do the same. What a good business to be into, huh? Wow. And we kept getting letters from a newspaper to not use their paper to distribute our flyers, earn extra money. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you're right. You can put like side job, and you put that in there. Yeah, exactly. I can see that. And you know what? What a good idea. I have a friend that does a mobile cleaning business. Just something he cranked up there in Florida, and goes to people's houses, cleans their houses if they want, their sidewalks and or cars. And that guy's pulling in like 60 grand a year cash. He takes credit card, and there's an app. I forget what it's called. Like you can get it on iPhone. It's an app that all you do is you can just put the credit card number in and swipe it. It's an app. I forget what it is, JG. It's really cheap. I don't know, like a quarter transaction or something like that.
Then we go and use a walk dog.
Hey, a mobile cleaning business, cleaning cars and everything's a good business. Yeah.
Yeah, I love cleaning cars.
How about JG sitting at the house? He says, I ain't gonna wash. I'll pay a guy $15-20 to wash it.
I love wash
30
cars
bucks or
too,
whatever.
because I love
Yeah, JG pay you $30 to wash his car.
I like washing cars.
Or Would you like to make 1,000 peso washing a car? Me and our can. Have them tell you something. That little one right there can wash a car very well. That'd be good business for her to get into car washing business. But it's awful hot. Her hands get dirty. She start crying. Yeah, I know. My hands get dirty.
Daddy.
It's true. Did brother? I ate all of them except there's a few I couldn't eat, Christopher.
No.
I had to throw them over there to the dogs. The dog wouldn't eat them.
I think I do error only
Yeah,
times
yeah. We only had like 2 or 3 errors.
because instead I put
Yeah,
sugar, I put salt.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
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 Put salt, then I put
Baking
too
powder or
much
something.
baking powder, so it's bitter.
Yeah, she did it a couple times. Use Wilkins icing tips?
Wilkins?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Jim Trotter. Yes. And the Wilkins bags. She uses the Wilkins bags and the Wilkins tips to do all her cakes. And they're the best. And as you know, the Wilkins bags are just phenomenally the best bags. You rewash them and clean them and things like that. So yes, she uses those tips, yes. And the tips, not only that, are ingenious. It's true. I'm allergic to dogs. Doggy daycare as well. They
15
walk like
dogs
this.
at the time.
Oh.
Oi! How to care the 15 dogs.
Bill Pruitt. It is a Square app. That's exactly what it is. It's called the Square app. It's an app you download on your phone. You can take money. And just the 200K sounds good, but the plastic bags for pickup doesn't. That's right. You got to pick up the dog's poop.
Yeah, like this. Even in Hong
Oh, you just put a bag over your
Daddy,
arm and just pick it up and
Daddy,
flip it
in Hong
upside like
Kong,
that and tie it.
there are always the
Stick.
walk dogs
You can't smell it.
and have like pot like this that
Yeah.
dog can poop it there and then they will pick up.
Yeah, you just go pick it up
Or some
and take the
put
bag and
newspaper like that, then put in the cellophane.
you put it in cellophane. Yeah.
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 I'm
Hey, you can
familiar
take it
with-
home and go put it, throw it, make a compost pile.
Yeah.
Throw it in the middle of the pile. Make the best vegetables in the world.
They are using gloves though.
Yeah.
Pooper, scooper guys, good money.
Scoop and poop off yards. Ow.
Ew. I don't want that.
I don't want that job. The two
I
guys
don't
that started it
want it.
now, they hire people to walk them and they do a take cut. Nothing, all the automated credit card payments except for the merchants what they charge a premium for. Oh man. Gary C, he says, I made honey wheat bread. Oh. Did you make honey? Or your honey wheat bread?
I make milk bread the other day.
She made milk bread, but
Yeah,
honey sounds good.
I make twice because
We ate all first and
We ate
second
all
time.
because
We'd probably eat all third
lucky.
time. It was that good. Lamit Kayo.
this cheesecake I made is the first time cheesecake I made.
Yeah. Yeah. Kevin, that is not enough money for me to do that. Me too.
I don't want to scoop poop.
They are the bomb. Exactly, Jim Trotter. They earn a living. You have to deal with the poop. Exactly. But you know something, though? What is the worst? You had to deal with the weather and the poop, and you make it money at the same time. That's really not really bad. It's better with that than dealing with the people that you have to deal with sometimes in a job. Right, JG? If you could deal with the dogs, you would be a good job. JG, Wolford is saying, the hard mafia walk dogs get the house, the key clean the house out. Yeah. House key clean the house. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't trust them, Wolfen. Yeah. I heard the mafia's, well, you know what? In a lot of cases, I'm sure that's true, but I'm sure there's certain criteria you got to meet. I know that, background checks, things like that. I remember one time I was doing this is a long time ago, where when I got employed, they did a background check and they did a security check and things like that because where I was going to be going, I had to have a security badge, a security clearance, and so it was funny. I remember going up and showing my badge and giving them a license and all that stuff, and I'm going into this facility and I'm sitting there because they wanted me to give them a card access price on card access to some of the secret rooms that they had and rooms that they had. And they wanted proximity, which was the card behind the wall where you just put the card to the wall and go through, right? Mm-hmm. So anyway, it was my company. I owned it anyway. So I'm in this place, and there was this guy came in, and he had key to everything. He could go wherever he wanted. I said, "Who's that guy?" "Oh, that guy right there is the janitor." "Well, he has the key to get in the front door and the back door and all these other rooms. You give him access. Did you do a background check on him?" And he said, "No, he's hired through a temp agency." I said, "Well, you make me go through all this to even come in here and give you a quote, and yet you let the janitor walk around freely." He had no background check, not anything in the world, but he has his own key card. He can go anywhere he wants in the facility because he's picking up trash. I said, "So you need to check somebody like that?" It's like, okay. You don't see many fat dog walkers, that's for sure. Tom, it's wheat bread using honey instead of sugar.
It's good.
Oh,
healthy.
very good.
And,
honey, that's what we need to do. Honey instead. No,
but
make honey.
To find
honey.
Honey,
I got one. Honey. Honey, will you make me honey bread? Cha-cha? Make me honey bread.
I want the milk bread again.
How much? Fondant? What is marzipan? We don't know what that is.
It's a pin.
What is marzipan? I don't even know what that is, Jim.
Marzipan.
My wife washes the car. My workmates keep asking me, "Why is there a dark strip down the middle of the roof?" I brought her to the aluminum step ladder to fix the problem. She was too short to reach it.
No worries. If no ladder, a Filipina find way, or jog, or what's that, pot?
You know what? You know what, Christopher? That's funny. That's funny. There's a lot of truth to that. She can't even reach the top of it. You ought to see her. She's on tiptoes trying to reach the top of the door here last night because I have this thing over the top of the door for her bags, and she can't close the door. And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, honey," she's trying to jump up and she can't reach it. And I'm going, "Oh, honey."
Makes me angry.
She's getting angry. Then she starts hitting me. I said, "What are you hitting me for?" "Because I can't reach the top of the door." Just so curious, what brands of yeast is available in your area?
Calumet, like that.
Calumet. Well, I don't know what that is.
Calumet brand.
The Calumet brand. Almond paste is marzipan.
Almond paste.
We don't have almond paste. Don't have it, Mark Jones.
If
I don't know
I'm baking my cake in
that,
the
sure.
US, that I can
You get all that stuff.
mini stop, maybe.
Yeah, we don't have any
cake is
marzipan
big,
available.
more,
I know.
What's that? Then more.
More flavorful ingredients. Yeah. Can you imagine? I said
cannot
blueberry
buy here also.
topping on this cake today.
Like topping fresh fruit.
The cake is literally delicious. I couldn't ask for any better cake. I got to tell you something. It was raining yesterday. I said, "Did you put a pan in there with water?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "It's raining." I said, "Now's the best time to do a cheesecake." She goes, "Why?" I said, "Humidity. You're going to find that cake's going to come out perfect." It did. No cracks. No. It came out perfect. You could sell that cake for $40-50. And it easily could go $40-50 because it tastes that good. But humidity was perfect yesterday for making a cheesecake. As you know, they get cracks in the top and they get brown. She cooked that perfectly. She actually stayed over there and watched that. She baked the crust for 8 minutes and then came back and made all that stuff and put it inside and went back over and sat with the cake for 55 minutes. And watch, because it's the first one she's ever done. And it came out really well. I was proud of her. It tastes really delicious. In fact, I want some now. I got it, Mark. Elo Jeb Jam.
Jeb Jam.
Jeb Jam. Everybody don't forget Mr. JG has a live stream tomorrow. Everybody come on his channel tomorrow. In fact, it's remind me to get off the stream to put a post for JG on my channel, for his channel tomorrow. Let's do that. I'll do that, JG. And I'm really slack about that. Just pop me in the head next time you see me. Hey, James, my wife pointed to the top shelf and said, "Is that for your special food?" Hey, you know what? Ruth is really short for her. And
I always use chairs.
She uses chairs. Wife, ask him if we can upgrade our internet service here. Ask him Ask him right now. You got him on that thing. Ask him if we can upgrade this thing because I want this thing better. One time Ruth was sitting there. I guess we'll call the stream, guys. Route I had collect Air Force Base. You should have seen all the hoops I had to jump through just to get some machines exactly. Much appreciated, JG. Trying trying to get some people to come. I have something special planned for tomorrow. Yes. Please don't forget JG's live stream tomorrow. We want to thank everybody for coming on and spending valuable time. Thank you so much all for coming on today. Jim Trotter, Sir Liner. Yeah, I can vouch for Sir Liner. Sir
Liner.
Thank you. Oops, lost stream. Jeb Jam, Jim Trotter, Mark Jones, Sir Liner, Mr. Don't forget JG Super Chat. Thank you so much. Mark King, Kanoy, Mark King, Gary C. Thank you. Christopher Beecham. Thank you so much.
Mark King,
Kevin Nash, Jim Trotter. Anyway,
Bell
Pratt, JG, Scoot, Anthony Keller, Scat, Mark King.
Jones, Mark King.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming on and spending your valuable time with us today. God bless everybody, and thank you for spending the time. Gary C, thank you for the super chat. Kanoy, thank you for the super chat. JGBK, thank you for the super chat. Christian Marks,
Whoop, whoop.
whoop whoop, thank you for the super chat.
8 p.m.
p.m. Yeah, don't forget 8 p.m. Take care. Thank you all. Thank you very much. I will do a post also on the channel, JG. God bless everybody. Thank you. Bye out. Christopher Beecham, see you. Thank you, my friend.